I'm going to do a little bit of teaching and then we're going to do a little bit of writing. What you are welcome to do for that then is just open up a blank document on your computer, or you can write by hand on a piece of paper with a pen. So just get yourself ready for that. We'll do that in a few minutes. I've been helping women write since 2013, both through workshops and individual writing support. And then it was in 2000 that I went back and got my master's in counseling and spirituality. So I've now tied my work together to focus on therapeutic writing and writing therapy, which was the focus of my master's research, treating trauma through autobiographical writing. So what I'm going to teach you today digs in a little bit to that. So here we go. Expressive writing. So this is one of the really key types of writing within therapeutic writing. It was developed by James Pennebaker way back in the 80s. And he found that writing both the facts and our thoughts and feelings about a difficult event leads to the release of both emotional and physical tension. So that's where we start to see this link of like, we hold emotional tension in our body, and writing actually gives us an opportunity to release it, not just from our thoughts and feelings, but from our body itself. He did find, and this is something that you have to be thoughtful of when you choose to engage this type of writing, that it can make you feel worse first because you're digging into all that stuff, right? So you have to have the capacity to sort of tolerate maybe having a bit of a yucky feeling first before that transitions into that sort of relief experience. You can also do some like sort of ritual release where you write something on a piece of paper that you want to let go of or feel like it doesn't burden you so much. Take a bit of time to give it a little bit of detail and some meaning, maybe even writing it in the form of a letter. And then you can choose how you want to destroy that. You can destroy that through burning or through tearing and releasing it into water. Both of those practices give you this opportunity to practice a physical and even a spiritual letting go of that, that ache or that pain. And then the third way that you can use writing to write yourself out of a bad mood, and this is where we are going to play today, is in the sort of solutions and strengths focus. So this is a nice way to do sort of a quick pick me up, and it takes less emotional energy, where some of those two other practices both take, you need to spend some time kind of in the yuckiness to make them work. Whereas with this practice, it's really quite light and helpful. So you don't have to kind of do that deeper work to get the positivity. And it can also be helpful to do this type of writing after you do some of that more challenging emotional writing. So now we will write. Just before you bring your document forward, I'm going to show you how you're going to set this prompt up on your page. So you'll see here now on the screen, the prompt I am is there, and it gets repeated down the page so that you keep finishing that same sentence. And you finish it how you feel pulled to finish it. You could say, I am a mother, or I am writing a book. Both those would be true for me. Or I am a little hot right now. You can say whatever is true for you in that moment. So we're going to do a few prompts that way, but I want you to keep setting them up on your page like I have those I ams set up. So here we go. Bring your page up. You don't have to see the screen and my presentation anymore. You just need to see your page. And we're starting with that prompt. I am. You're going to repeat that down the page, finishing the sentence, and I give you 30 seconds. I am. And finishing up that thought, the next prompt is I want. I want. You can wrap up your thought there. The next prompt is today I can. Today I can. Finishing up your thought there. The last prompt is going back to the first one again. I am. I am. Okay. And finishing up your thought there. So that is the quickest I've ever done that series. I usually give a minute for each one, and you each got just a little bit more than 30 seconds. So you may wish to dig into those again. You can also add an I need in there is another really good prompt if you go from the I want to the I need. These are just really simple ways to get sort of in touch with where you are in that moment in time and really what you can do to move yourself forward, right? We need to move some of that energy in our body, and a little bit of journaling and writing can do that. So thank you so much for giving me this 10 minutes of time.